Yes, I'm there.
So where are you now?
I'm where I'm recording the whole session, but I can still go to where the camera is. Was I clear? Did you hear me?
So are you at the point where?
Okay, let me just go right now there.
Because you needed just to speak on the microphone and then we see before we can see it's a few minutes.
Yes, let me just go right now.
So are you the one I'm seeing there, Yusufu, at the entrance? You're not the one.
What is the problem?
Yusufu, are you hearing me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
So are you able to speak on the microphone?
I was able to speak. The guy say he can hear me. Were you able to hear me?
No, I didn't hear you. You better speak so that I hear. If you spoke, then I didn't hear you, and I doubt if anybody heard you. You have not spoken again. Yusufu, I'm not hearing you.
What one is it? She's outside. For reception area.
I'm hearing somebody talking. Yusufu, I'm not hearing you. But I can hear someone talking. I don't know from where the person is talking. Yeah, I can see you. You're the one walking there. And I can hear from where you are going to, where you have set up is where I'm not able to hear you. There I'm hearing you. I'm seeing you and hearing you. But from where you are going to sit, you said you spoke on the microphone. I didn't hear you. Oh. Mm-hmm. So can you speak outside the phone? Just say testing without speaking on the phone. So that one is not coming through. So you have disabled that. I think there should be an issue with the sound. Just ensure that the sound from that point and from the point you guys are going to speak is able to come through the platform. Yeah, just check that the sound come through the platform because you have your computer there. You can set up and you can try testing, and then you will see from your computer if the sound is coming from the platform.
Hello, Mr. Oro. His microphone is not up.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. We needed to test before the guests can come. Could somebody put it up, Sheila, so that we just have a test, so that we don't start and then again we realize it's not bringing
You
the
can
sound.
ask him to join in again, to leave and join again. Because he needs to have allowed it to the audio. Okay. Let me
I
call
didn't get
him.
that.
1 minute.
Mr. Juma.
Yes.
So what will happen is when the person who will be officiating the cutting of the ribbon
Yusuf.
will be given a microphone. Yes, they've just told me it's just the camera, but when the person coming to speak, there'll be a microphone connected, so it should be audible.
Okay, let's hope for that because I thought I wanted to just have a test so that we are sure.
Sheila.
Somebody could just do a dummy and try to talk on the microphone just for us to be sure. Sometimes don't good to wait until now. Something then you realize sound is not coming. Okay. System.
Okay.
I think he's in this. Sema kikuja unipigie kwa simu yangu.
Everlasting Father, we come before you this morning with thanksgiving and humility, and putting this country into your able hands that God you have given us most graciously. Consider and you put across the leadership of this country, put across God, from the topmost president, God, to all counties, to all governors, Father. Specifically, I want to put this county, Kisumu County, into your hands. Give us the ability to serve and humility, diligence, and God is there when we start praise that you be together with us. Every deliberations leading for the achievement of our mandate, most specifically to serve our people's needs, better, more effective and sustainable. In Jesus' name we do pray.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the wonderful prayer. And now we want to welcome our entertainers. Please make it able to have a dance. Have a cup of tea.
So anaweza ona sasa hiyo kwa sawa. Sound kwa sawa. Nimepela kamera yangu.
Toje Boma, Yimina Sokano, Jamoko Poro, Uluritia Pacho, Ayo, Pocodon Jalana. Toje Boma, Yimina Sokano, Jamoko Poro, Uluritia Pacho, Ayo, Pocodon Jalana. Janongo baby, ayo, yo, very good. Ayo, yo, very good. Nyamalo, ayundolera, very good. Nyamalo, ayundolera, very good. Don't go to Queen of God. Don't get you most you second. You don't be a red. Oh, you want me, I'm here. And do you want to me? Again, for you want to me alone. Don't get you want to me alone. And do you want to me alone? Again, for you want to me alone. Again, you want to me alone. Oh, you want me alone. Don't worry, love. Don't worry, love. Don't worry, love. Don't worry, love. Don't worry, love.
Thank you very much for the entertainment. Clap for them, please. Now to start our session, let's welcome our manager, Nanza.
CCM, charge of national county government of Joseph Oti, the deputy regional commissioner, Nyanza, Mr. Michael Katun, representing the Director General Communications Authority of Kenya, CA management staff, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I wish to warmly welcome you to this event and to our Nyanza Regional Office to mark this year's Customer Service Week. This day gives us the opportunity to recognize the important place of our customers in our business and what we can do to continually exceed their expectations. The Nyanza Regional Office covers the counties of Kisumu, Siaya, Homa Bay, Migori, Nyamira, and Transmara sub-county. Through this office, we continue to work hand in hand with various stakeholders in serving the people of this region to ensure that communication services that they receive are of the highest quality and give them value for money. We are undertaking a series of initiatives to educate our customers, our consumers, on various issues that are important to them to ensure they make informed choices with respect to communication services. We are also offering a port of call for all prospective licensees and existing ones to ensure we engage in various areas of interest as we strive to create an environment in which they can thrive. Since the inception of this office, the authority has significantly improved delivery of key services such as issuance of licenses, handling and resolution of consumer complaints, access to information, monitoring of quality of service, and ensuring licensees operate within the prescribed standards. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's theme of driving customer inclusion shows how central customers are to our service delivery processes. And we continue to learn from their experiences and feedback so that we offer the best experience to them. With those few remarks, I now wish to invite Mr. David Bondo from Ratego Radio in Siaya County to make his remarks on behalf of our esteemed licensees and stakeholders. Welcome, sir.
To all protocols observed. I want to say thank you for gracing this occasion as one of the licensees. I'm David Bondo, the director at Ego Radio, which is based in Siaya. First and foremost, I want to congratulate Mr. Ezra Chiloba for having been appointed as the new DG for the authority. It is always said that new broom sweeps clean. Let's welcome him. We see what he will also do to help improve communication in our country. In his absence, now that we also have his representative here, I want to boldly say that the following people from the Kisumu Regional Office actually have done some excellent work. And this need to reach him. Now that he's just starting this journey. The one who has just left the floor, the regional manager, Mr. Brian Muhongo. He has made work so much easier for the licensees. In fact, if I was in a position of giving promotion, he would be one of the people that I would be considering for such. Another person is Mr. Joseph Onaya. He was here sometimes back when this office had just started, but I understand he was transferred to Nairobi. His colleague, Mr. Philip Namulata, has as well been helping so much. Not forgetting Mercy Tepla. These are very crucial people. I know they didn't know that I would say such, but it is good to say some good thing about them because they have been doing excellent work. Thank you and keep doing the right thing. As one of the licensees, I'm glad to be part of this event as well. Despite the technological challenges that is in our country and developing countries as well, we know communication is evolving, and soon we'll be having so many radio stations and online radio stations. But that has not yet arrived. So we are still depending on the frequencies being given by CA. But just like in Nairobi, we have community radios like Pamoja, Mtaani, Ghetto. These are radio stations which are serving slums. But in Kisumu, we have none. I think it is high time the Communication Authority should think of at least allocating one frequency for the slums in Kisumu, so that the people of Obunga, Nyalenda, Manyata, and even Kondele, they may be having one frequency shared by 2 radio stations to help them articulate their issues. Having said so, I want to say thank you to CA for good work that you have been doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, David, and thank you, Ratego Radio. Actually, the licensees is the very reason why the Communication Authority of Kenya exists. I now wish to invite Mr. Michael Katundu, who is representing the Director General at this event, to make his remarks. Karibu.
Good morning. I'm not hearing a lot of claps. I don't know whether it's a breakfast which has run short. So we need to really have a warm event. As you've been told, I'm here representing our Director General, Mr. Ezra Chiloba, who could not make it today due to other earlier planned engagements. My name is Michael Katundu. I'm the Director ICT at the Communications Authority of Kenya, and I'll proceed to read the speech from my Director General, as Mr. Ezra Chiloba. So our chief guest, His Excellency Dr. Matthews Owili, Deputy Governor, County Government of Kisumu, be represented by Mr. John Awiti, CE-CM, Education/ICT, County Government of Kisumu, and he is currently the deputy, is representing the Deputy Governor, who is supposed to be the chief guest of honor. Representative of the Nyanza Regional Commissioner, who did not again make it to be with us here, but he is being represented by Mr. Joseph Rotich, who is currently the Deputy Regional Commissioner, Kisum. Regional Manager, Mr. Brian Mugogo, who has been really commended by the representative from the licensees, and we are very happy to hear that him and his team, they are doing a good job. The CA, Communications Authority of Kenya management, who are watching this event online, and the staff of the Communications Authority of Kenya, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. Once again, good morning. On behalf of the Communications Authority of Kenya, I am delighted to join you all here as we join the rest of the world in celebrating the annual Customer Service Week. Please allow me to convey the greetings of our Director General, Mr. Ezra Chiloba, who would have loved to be here with us, but could not do so due to other pressing prior official engagements. I'm delighted to see a wide range of representation from our various stakeholders from this region, which really speaks to what have come to do what we have come to do here today. Of course, without you, the occasion would have been not as what we had intended to have. The Customer Service Week that we mark here today and for the rest of the week is a momentous occasion to all of us, and I would also want to recognize CA staff who have joined us online from across our offices in Nairobi, Mombasa, and also Eldoret. For some of you may not be aware, we also have regional offices at the Western region and also in Mombasa, just like in our regional office in Kisumu, and then the headquarters is located within Nairobi. So ladies and gentlemen, for more than 30 years, the first week of October has been set aside to celebrate customer service and the people who serve and support customers on a daily basis. What started as a national pledge in the United States of America and formally proclaimed by the US Congress in 1992 has now grown into a worldwide event of Customer Service Week. Last year alone, 60 countries around the world took part in celebrating Customer Service Week. At the authority, this is the third time running that we are marking the important feat, but this is the first time we are doing it outside Nairobi, that is at our regional office, Kisumu. It has become a signature event for enhancing and sustaining awareness of our service commitments to our customers and the wider service delivery processes of the authority. The consideration of the needs and desires of customers is especially important in today's world, where customers are more informed of their rights and are protected by various instruments, including even the protection by the Constitution. The consideration of the needs and desires of customers is especially important in today's world, where customers are more informed. Sorry, I've talked of that. Ladies and gentlemen, to ensure efficient service delivery, the authority has put in place a number of operational and policy instruments that guide in the provision of service delivery. These instruments include the service delivery strategy, the service charters, both internal and external, and customer service policy. I wish to urge staff to continue drawing inspiration from these instruments to ensure continuous provision of excellent services to our internal and external customers. In line with this year's National Customer Service Week theme, that is driving customer inclusion, the authority is alive to the fact that any business or brand that wants to make a name for itself or remain relevant must prioritize great service, great customer service. As part of our service delivery processes, by providing avenues for regular feedback, interactive engagements on social media platforms, and various events, identifying pain points, as well as practicing empathy when dealing with the customers. The authority has also developed its services through various regional offices, such as this one, the regional office in Kisumu, and others which are located in Nyeri, Mombasa, and Eldoret. Through these offices, we continue to avail our services closer to the customers since we opened our first regional office in 2014. Some of the activities undertaken by these regional offices include ensuring licensees offer the highest quality of services to the consumers and ensuring the licensees operate within the license conditions, the stipulated license conditions. Even as we work hand in hand with the various stakeholders to weed out unlicensed operators and substandard ICT equipment, we continue to encourage consumers to get services from licensed operators so that you can remain within the law. By doing so, they guarantee themselves high quality services and value for their money, as well as you operate within the law and you will not be prosecuted or your equipment confiscated because of operating outside the law. Ladies and gentlemen, to mark this year's Customer Service Week, the authority has lined up various activities to create visibility of this important week. We intend to sensitize our stakeholders on our service commitments in our service charters, the complaints handling mechanisms, and platforms for engagement with the authority, and our customer service policy. This will be done through fun and interactive sessions across the week. The authority also plans to have an open day during the week here in Kisumu to educate our customers on our mandate as well as our service delivery processes. As we begin this week's celebrations, I would like to urge everyone to put their best foot forward in ensuring that we deliver on our promise. It is important to note that service delivery is a whole ecosystem that requires each of us to do our bit in creating and sustaining a culture that drives value for all of us, the organization and the customers alike. With those few remarks, I wish to now invite the representative of the Nyanza Regional Commissioner, Mr. Joseph Rotich, who is currently the Deputy Regional Commissioner in Kisumu, to deliver his few remarks. Mr. Joseph Rotich, you are welcome. I wish you a successful Customer Service Week ahead. Thank you very much. You may clap for me again. Thank you very much.
I guess for this important function, Mr. John Awiti, CECM in charge of ICT in Kisumu County Government. The Director ICT, Mr. Michael Kitundu, representing the Director General Communication Authority. The Manager in charge of this region, Mr. Brian Mkonko. Other guests, participants, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Wayaore. Naona hamujaamuka kwa sababu hamujasema wayaore. Uchie maber. Very good. I'm here on behalf of the Regional Commissioner, Nyanza Region, Mr. Mutindika, who was invited to join you, but he could not because he had another engagement with another team this morning and other activities. So he sent me to represent him in this important function, which we all know is of great importance because it defines a lot for an organization. I'll make few remarks on his behalf, just in a short few minutes. Customer Service Week is a very important activity in our calendar for those who provide services. And as the office in charge of coordinating national government activities in the field, that is in the region, in the counties, sub-counties up to the sub-location, it is our mandate to make sure that national government agencies in the field provide the best customer service delivered to the Kenyans. So we are happy to be associated with this event, and your invitation is quite in order, and we are grateful that you are able to invite the RC. Secondly, we are also among the first organizations to get engaged with this service week very, very intensively. I happen to be in the old provincial administration, and then we evolved at some point because Kenyans were not happy with our services in some extent, and we had to reinvent ourselves. And one of the ways we had to reinvent ourselves is through the customer focus initiatives or strategies, including Customer Service Week, but including what the director there has talked about, coming up with service charter, missions, objectives, and all those key result areas, and so forth. So this really helped administration to reinvent itself, and as we speak now, we are not the administration that you people or some people thought was in the past. We are focused on quality service, satisfaction to the customer, and making sure that we have the customer at hand or in our mind as we provide services. So Customer Service Week is important. I'll mention two areas. One, showcasing goods and services that an organization is providing or delivering. Number two, interaction with the customers to share organization's missions, objectives, and also to hear customer concerns, feedback. If you are just giving services or producing goods and you are not getting feedback from the customers, you may not be giving the customer or reaching the expectations of the customer. So it's important that you interact and get views from the customer. ICT is an important element in our lives at the moment, cutting across all spectrums. So if we can get the best quality of services from ICT, I think the country will be able to move to move faster in terms of development. So we rely on ICT authority to make sure that we have reliable ICT services in terms of radio, TV, telecommunication, and so on, because these are the things that drive development at the moment. On terms of customer focus, I mean, in terms of areas that we need to focus as organization or service providers, is of course one is customer satisfaction, and then number two, continuous innovation of our service or productions so that we meet the expectations. Finally, I wish to call upon Communication Authority to partner with other organizations in terms of any areas you need support. For example, on our side, administration and security sector agencies, particularly managing or controlling crime that is likely to hamper the intended achievements in ICT sector, or criminals taking advantage of advancements in ICT to get their criminal activities perpetuated through ICT sectors. So with those very many remarks, I wish to thank all of you for having organized this important function, and we are ready to continue partnering with you where you feel you need us to help you to succeed. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph Rotich, for your remarks. We have taken note of a number of proposals from your office, and especially the one of partnering with the various government agencies, and especially the security agencies, to be able to deal with the issues of vandalism of our ICT equipment and cables, as well as the crimes perpetuated through the internet, what we would call the crimes, the physical crimes transferred into a cyber crime, internet and environment. Having said so, I have the great honor to now invite Mr. Johnny Awiti, the CM, Education ICT County Government of Kisumu, who is our chief guest today, because he is representing the Deputy Governor, who is not able to make it today. Mr. Awiti, we shall have the pleasure, sir, for you to open once again the Customer Service Week after cutting the ribbon. Now this is for an opportunity for you to give us your statement and hopefully some proposals, and going forward, how we can even work very closely with your office so that we can be able to achieve better results as a government agency. Thank you very much. You're welcome, sir.
CA Director, represented by Mr. Michael Katundu, the manager of this region, the Nyanza Region Commissioner, represented by Mr. Joseph Rotich, members of the Fourth Estate present today, distinguished guests, residents of Kisumu, ladies and gentlemen. My name, as you have heard, is John Awiti. I'm the County Executive Committee member in charge of education, ICT, and human capacity development. And here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm representing our Deputy Governor, who was supposed to be the guest of honor on this occasion. Up to this morning, he was well prepared to attend, but he is called on emergency to go to Nairobi this morning, and because ICT is domiciled in our department, he requested me to represent him. Director, in our Department of ICT, Kisumu County, we have embarked on digitization and automation of all our processes, where we are looking at the structures and the systems that can apply to our situation. At the moment, we are working on the development of our county ICT policy, which has reached an advanced stage, and we are about to engage on public participation. And therefore, this meeting here is very, very important, very special to us, to an extent that we are to come here with a good number of officers in our department, because we would want the CEA to be our partners. Because what we get involved in will need a lot of resources, will need a lot of involvement, and so you cannot do it alone. We'll do it along with other partners, and you become handy because of the nature of what you are doing here. And so allow me to introduce to you our Deputy Director, ICT, Mr. Lawrence Okungu. Thank you very much. We also have Mr. Maurice Otieno. Thank you very much. We have Mr. Emmanuel Omondi. Thank you. We also have Mr. Christopher Ondijo. Yeah. They have come to benchmark, they have come to share contacts, so that when we undertake all that, then accessing you will be easy. So you take note, just take tea. I think you have just made a mistake to have sat on one table. You should spread out so that when we leave here, accessing CA will not be a challenge. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm representing my Deputy Governor, His Excellency Dr. Matthew Owili, who in our operations is the chairman of the steering committee of that digitization and automation process. As the CEC in charge of ICT, I happen now to be the secretary of that team. Then we have a technical team that now involve the ICT experts. So I want to represent him here, and Director, allow me to read to you the remarks that the Deputy Governor prepared for you this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor to join you today at this 17th edition of the County ICT Consumer Forum, popularly known as Kikao Kikuu. I wish to commend the communication authorities of Kenya for this noble initiative that affords the people of Kisumu County the opportunity to engage on issues that we consider dear to our hearts with respect to ICT. Indeed, this move is in line with the objectives of the devolved government as provided for under the Constitution of Kenya 2010. Let me at the very onset extend a warm welcome to you all to Kisumu County, the harbor of prosperity and trust that you are enjoying our exceptional hospitality. Kisumu County covers approximately 567 square kilometers